Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it with friends and family, and leave a comment below. We read them all. To help us keep producing content like this, consider joining the channel membership, donating via Super Thanks, and let the advertisements play fully or for at least 30 seconds so the channel can generate revenue to stay alive. Now, let's get into it. In 1994, South Africa was supposed to become a nation reborn, a rainbow nation, where every citizen, regardless of race, was to stand equal before the law. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission was meant to be a historic reset button. Crimes were confessed, atrocities documented, and for the sake of peace, amnesty was granted. The world applauded. Nelson Mandela walked free, and with him came the promise of fairness, dignity and justice for all. But fast forward 30 years and the dream looks more like a slow-motion nightmare for a growing number of minority white South Africans. Let's talk about broad-based black economic empowerment, BBEE. Introduced with the noble intention of uplifting historically disadvantaged communities, BBEE has turned into a blunt instrument of exclusion. Under BBB, white South Africans are often locked out of tenders, contracts, and government opportunities, not because they're wealthy, not because they benefited from apartheid, but simply because of their race. And let's not kid ourselves here. Being white does not mean being rich. Thousands of white South Africans live in poverty, in squatter camps, without access to the very empowerment mechanisms supposedly available to disadvantaged South Africans. Yet they are excluded categorically. Under BBB codes, to be considered for state business or government contracts, companies must be majority black-owned or have black management. And we're not just talking about a preference here. It's written into the scoring system. A company that is 100% white-owned gets virtually no score, regardless of its track record, capacity, or economic contribution. Many white-owned small businesses, especially Afrikaner-run enterprises, find themselves completely shut out. These are not conglomerates. These are mom-and-pop operations trying to feed families, yet they are branded systemically as unworthy. Affirmative action, institutionalized by the Employment Equity Act, tells a similar tale. White South Africans are being passed over in employment, not for lack of skill or performance, but because HR departments must hit demographic targets. It's not uncommon for better qualified white candidates to be overlooked in favor of less experienced black candidates. That's not speculation, it's codified into corporate practice. Government and corporate employers alike face pressure to meet racial targets, and white applicants, even poor ones, are discarded in the name of transformation. Then come the quota systems, applied in education, sports, and civil service hiring. University admissions now openly favor race over merit. White students, even if they top academic scores, are often rejected or waitlisted to make space for candidates who meet racial criteria. And in sports, excellence is sacrificed for demographic alignment. South Africa's national teams are no longer selected solely on performance. They're balanced on color. Now here's the kicker. While the working class and middle class white South African is squeezed, the policies are enriching a tiny elite among black South Africans. According to numerous studies and reports, BB has disproportionately benefited politically connected individuals. It's been widely documented that a handful of black elites have become billionaires, while the majority of black South Africans remain in poverty. Sound familiar? It's apartheid economics in reverse, where only the politically connected thrive. Let's throw in some numbers. South Africa's unemployment rate as of 2024 stands at around 32%, one of the highest in the world. Youth unemployment hovers around 60%. These are staggering figures that should have every alarm bell ringing. But what does government do? Double down on race-based policies that shut out talent, investment and entrepreneurship from white South Africans who could be contributing to growth and job creation. In education, dropout rates among black students remain extremely high despite quota-based admissions. A 2023 report by the Department of Higher Education noted that only 23% of students complete their university degrees in the minimum allocated time. The solution? Not investing in foundational education or vocational training, but demanding that universities maintain and increase racial admissions quotas. In business, the Department of Trade and Industry continues to push BBB compliance even though corruption scandals, like the 1.4 billion rand Digital Vibes case or the Eskom looting scandals, reveal that tenders and contracts are often awarded not to the best bidder, but to those with political connections and a convenient racial profile. And let's not forget the failed state of Eskom, with stage after stage of rolling blackouts, while management was focused not on fixing infrastructure, but on ticking transformation boxes. Crime is out of control. According to the most recent crime stats released, South Africa sees over 75 murders per day. In 2023 alone, over 27,000 murders were recorded, up from previous years. Armed robbery, home invasions, farm attacks, many targeting white South African farmers, have become a daily reality. Yet public discourse often ridicules or dismisses white concerns as privileged whining. This brings us to the Constitution, which promises equality before the law. That's Section 9, in case anyone needs a refresher. But how equal can the law be when your skin color determines your eligibility for a job, a school, or a tender? How equal is the playing field when quotas override qualification and when redistribution favors the already politically empowered? The post-1994 vision was not meant to replace one racial hierarchy with another, but here we are. The real tragedy is that the policies aren't even working for the people they're supposed to help. Despite all the redistribution and quotas, most black South Africans remain poor. Service delivery has collapsed in many municipalities. The education system is broken. Healthcare is a shadow of what it should be. And who are the real winners? A tiny elite flying first class on the wings of state capture and nepotism, while the rest fight over scraps. It is not just a moral outrage, it is an economic disaster. A society that sidelines merit in favor of ideology is a society on the decline. White South Africans are not asking for special treatment. They are asking for equal treatment, for fairness, for a chance to contribute to a nation they also call home. And yet they are met with disdain, derision, and systemic exclusion. This is not reconciliation, this is not justice, this is legalized discrimination, and it's tearing South Africa apart. If you found this report eye-opening, please subscribe to the channel, share this video with your network, and smash that like button. Join the channel membership if you want to support us long-term. You can also drop a super thanks to help us keep going, and please, let the ads play for at least 30 seconds. That tiny action helps us more than you know. Until next time, stay informed, stay aware, and speak the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be.